Should you purchase Bonelab yet? No and yes. Hey guys, I am Agent Puggles and I'll discuss whether you should or shouldn't buy Bonelab in today's video. I've only been playing Bonelab for the past few days and no other game. As you may well know, there is a good reason why Bonelab is the most talked about game. Also, a quick sub will be appreciated. Let's jump into the video. To begin, the game costs $49.99 Australian dollars and has received ratings of 4.5 stars, with 83% of the reviews giving it a perfect 5 stars, which is excellent for a VR game. Make sure you have room on your hard drive before beginning the game's download, because Bonelab consumes a huge 6.9 gigabytes of space. However, even if it uses so much storage, I have seen comparisons with other games where they get optimized for the Quest and the game ends up looking terrible and not like the PC VR version. Stress Level 0 did an outstanding job on the graphics for the Quest version. Also, I have not tried the PC VR version, but I've seen footage of it and it looks a little better, but it's not a huge difference to the Quest version. If you're wondering whether one version is better than the other, I'll say it right away. They are both equal in terms of gameplay, avatars and props. The only difference is in the graphics. If you're wondering whether you need a computer to play it, the answer is no, but mods may require one, which I may cover in a future video. Let's talk about the game's incredible physics. I bought it mostly for that reason, and I have a feeling that you did as well. Naturally, after finishing the tutorial, you enter the hub. As for me, I immediately entered the sandbox. In sandbox mode, the options are endless. Oh, and if you want the go-kart, you must finish the game. If you don't want to go through the hassle of finishing it, you can download a completed game file from mod.io. I may cover this in my future modding video. Let's start with the story, which may be exciting for some of you because it begins with you having to tie a rope around your neck, which may trigger some of you. I wish there had been a skip button because it was a little creepy, but anyhow, you fall into this pit where you must grab your torch to explore the area and solve a few puzzles. Once you reach the hub, you must complete each map before you can see the glowing beams on top of them. Using the crane, you must insert the beams into the small pipes right next to the crane. I will also leave a video down below on how to solve the puzzle. You might also enjoy a grind, to name one thing. In Bonelab, you must work hard to unlock each avatar and item as you progress through the game. I gave up on finishing the game after discovering a bug that prevented you from collecting your item when you take the objects that mimic Pokeballs. If you find one, hold down the trigger or grip button and pull it apart instead of storing it. The current leading thing in Bonelab is modding, and I personally added some avatars and levels for the sandbox mode. And I'll admit that if you don't know what you are doing, modding the game can be confusing for some people. Bugs are currently a problem that every game has. In Bonelab, Stress Level 0 did a fantastic job of getting rid of bugs, but I had a few minor ones like gathering my items and occasionally being unable to pick up a gun or other objects. Aside from those, I haven't had any problems. Overall, Bonelab is still in its early stages and it remains in development. It could also use some improvements, and yes, Bonelab is completely replayable and worth the money. Thank you for watching the entire video. I'm gonna go play some Bonelab, then we'll catch you in the next video. Bye!